Hi, I'm Kev, Tabletop Upgrades, and recently I've been working on Foldscapes, which is a range of fold flat scenery for your favourite war games. The idea being that you can have an entire battlefield that will just store away in a little A4 wallet and take up no time at all, and sets up in seconds. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make August Release. I'm releasing them every single week on Patreon. You can see it there, patreon.com/tabletopupgrades, and you get a PDF, download it, print it out, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. So it's dead simple. You're going to print out the roof section just on normal paper, and what I suggest you do is print out the walls on a full sheet label. This way it stops you from having to mess around with spray mount or other glues to try and mount it on some kind of board. In addition to those two pieces, you're going to need a few little bits of masking tape, and just for positioning purposes a glue stick would help you as well. As for the board, you need something relatively thick, just some of this single walled corrugated cardboard like pizza box material would work fine, although I guess it would work with a cereal box package or something like that. So we'll start off by cutting out the roof and the bit that makes it all work, which is this roof beam. So I'm going to speed through this because you all know how to use a craft knife, but for reference, I prefer these little finger protectors because when you're working quickly it just stops any accidents. So I'm going to get that cut out now. So with the roof section cut out, you're going to need to score along this middle section. Now the way I recommend you do this, you may have your own way, but I use one of these standard scalpels, and rather than cutting with the blade side, I just flip it over and just lightly run the back edge along it, and that seems to work just great to make a little fold without the risk of cutting through. I'm all for things that are idiot proof. Dead lightly across the back, and then that folds perfectly along that line. We're going to do the same down the sides, and these little tabs here are going to fold back, and we're going to use the glue stick to secure those. That's the roof section complete, dead easy. I'm going to put this to one side and I'm going to cut out the wall section. Now, doing it on label paper makes things massively easier because you don't have to worry about having to stick it down to the paper. So literally just peel it off and then apply it to your sheet of card. And you're just going to have to be careful about air bubbles, but if you just lay it on lightly and just gently wipe it towards the edges, there's no danger of any bubbles forming. So we're going to cut this out, and unlike a lot of designs, you're not going to be trying to fold this in one piece. You're cutting 4 separate walls out, so it's dead easy. So with all of the 4 bits cut out now, we just need to make the first joins, which is dead simple. I'm going to flip them over with the gable end on the right, and then we'll just use a piece of masking tape, although any tape will do, just to join those down the middle. And then once they are upright, we can join the thing together and make the tapes in the middle. Just make sure it's lined up how you want it, and use your thumb on the back to just put that in place. Halfway across. Position it how you think it'll be. Just there. Use your thumb to hold it in place. Now that is the start of. So with that first bit done, we just need to do the roof beam, which is the clever bit that makes the roof pop up. So with this cut out, we're going to make a cut along this one and score everything else. And without stating the obvious, I've labelled these up, so away, fold away from you, and towards you, would you believe? And what we'll do is put a little bit of glue on these side pieces first, attach it to the gable end, and then we'll put the roof in position and tape it all down. And you want to put the glue, by the way, on the outside faces. So holding the house like this, you'll line up this corner right with the apex, and you're aiming for that to point perfectly vertically down, not an angle. And this needs to be paper, or at least a softer material than the main card for this whole thing to work. So flip it over, we'll put that on there, matching the angle. And then tape will provide the real strength. So the next stage is to put the roof on. What we're going to do, lay the roof flat. We'll put a little bit of glue on here, although it is the tape that's really going to give it the strength and longevity. And we're going to lay it up evenly, and one on either side of the main fold. And what you're aiming for is the centre line of that ridge to run down the middle of the roof, and then we'll just use tape to secure it on either side. A little offcut here. And there we have it. The house is assembled, it folds flat, and I'll show you some shots of it in action. Now you can sort of improve this a little bit by putting a layer of tape down this side just to weigh the house down, but to be quite honest, after a while the thing kind of falls into position. It's sort of at its worst state once you've immediately made it, and as it's been folded a few times and used a little bit, everything kind of finds its home, if you pardon the pun. And yeah, it saves a lot of space in storage and looks just as good really as MDF terrain from tabletop gaming distance. So if you like the look of this terrain system and you've seen just how easy it is to put together and set up, then every week I release it on patreon.com/tabletopupgrades. Generally, I will do one fantasy release per month and one sci-fi release per month. And what I'll do is I'll do a major and a minor release. So the major release was this building, the design and all the templates, and the minor release was a skim pack where you've got different versions of it, so timber and stone versions of it, so you can make a little village really quickly. So I would love for you to check it out. Visit that, and also if you're into tabletop gaming, do check out my website. I make a wide range of gaming accessories. But thanks for watching. I hope you get in touch, and I look forward to hearing from you.